This is the Hoia Baciu forest in the northwest of Cluj-Napoca. Now, on first impressions, it looks like any other forest. This one has a bit of a reputation. You see, Hoia Baciu forest is supposedly the most haunted forest in the world. For decades, people have spoken of paranormal activity going on within the forest. Sightings of ghosts, unexplained apparitions, faces that appear on photographs that were not visible to the naked eye. In the 1970s, it is claimed that UFOs were spotted above the forest. These days, the most common experiences are mysterious lights, the sound of giggling, people coming out of the forest with scratches and rashes, and a tense feeling that you're being watched. People talk of the strange shape of the trees. The forest is believed to have taken its name from when a shepherd took 200 sheep into the forest and simply disappeared. There was no trace of him or his sheep ever found. More recently is the story of a 5-year-old girl who went into the forest and again disappeared, only to reappear 5 years later wearing the exact same clothes, looking exactly the same, and having no recollection of what had happened to her. Scientists from all over the world have captured strange images on camera. Faces, strange lights. All of this means that this forest was recently ranked at number 2 in all of the strange and unique forests in the world. It also made number 5 in a list of the world's scariest places. Now, despite all this remarkable evidence, you're free to enter the forest whenever you like. There are nighttime tours, which I would imagine are a bit creepier than it is during the day. Is it creepy? Would I think this was creepy without the reputation? I don't know. Maybe I might leave this forest and 5 years have passed and everyone's been looking for me and I don't know what all the fuss is about. It's an hour walk to one of the most famous sites of the forest, and I'll explain what that is once we get closer to it. Apparently electrical devices are known to suddenly stop working in this forest as well, so hopefully the GoPro's still on. Yes, it is. So far I haven't seen anything even remotely Blair Witch about this place. Nice views though. I'm not sure if this is still Cluj or whether this is another little town. There are a couple of cars parked around here and there's a couple of people up there looking for something. Well, I don't know what this is. Looks a little bit like a child's grave. Or is that just my imagination running away with me because I'm in the world's creepiest forest? What's that weird noise? Is that the sound of the spirits that I've woken? Or is it just a plane? You can never tell when you're in the world's creepiest forest. Just spotted a car just parked just by itself over there. Very suspicious. Maybe they're burying a body. Maybe they're just out for a picnic. I mean, if you were to bury a body, a good place to do so would be in the world's creepiest forest. Maybe I should stop taking the piss out of the world's creepiest forest. I mean, I imagine at night it is quite scary, but then again, any forest is scary at night. So far, it's not that creepy. So what's going on here? This looks like some kind of headscarf, but whose is it? Maybe someone that, just like me, thought it would be fun to come and mock the spirits and demons in the world's creepiest forest. This is quite a random place to have a football pitch. Got a goalpost there, goalpost just over there. I mean, who would want to have a game of football in the world's creepiest forest? Who's in this car? Are they going to jump out and murder me? I keep seeing these orange dots everywhere. There's one there, all over here. Now maybe they're there to show walkers which way to go, or maybe it's the symbol of some death cult that live in the world's creepiest forest. I appear to have woken the hounds of hell in the world's creepiest forest. Looks like this is where people grow their own vegetables. Let's hope the crops don't fail, because we all know what will happen then if the crops fail in the world's creepiest forest. So one thing about the world's creepiest forest, gives some decent views over the city. Tell you something, I haven't seen a soul or an animal in the past half an hour. It is completely dead in here. Now maybe people don't come here because this is what I've been walking through for the past half an hour. Or maybe it's because they know what is hiding in the world's creepiest forest. Well, check this out. I don't know what this is or what it's for. Maybe some people were camped here one night and they woke up the next day and this had just appeared. Strange things happen when you camp out in the world's creepiest forest. Also, I've just spent 45 minutes walking along the world's muddiest road and only just realised that there's a path that runs all the way alongside it. Balls. Well, what's going on here? Maybe this is where one of the UFOs landed. There have been many photos of UFOs hovering over this forest. Did the forest get its reputation for being the world's creepiest forest before the UFO was spotted, or after? Interesting. That is definitely a coffin. Google Maps is saying that I'm just one tiny little blue dot away from the actual point that I was heading towards. It's not just been an aimless wander through the woods, I am actually heading towards a specific point. It all kind of looks the same to me so far. Well, this is it. This is what I've tripped 1.5 hours through the muddy forest to see. So what is special about this place? Well, no one knows why it is like it is. No one knows why trees aren't growing here. It's just a random circular plot of land in the middle of the forest with nothing growing on it. Why do the trees stop growing here? Since official records began, this oval clearing has had nothing growing on it. All the trees form this oval shape, and some of the world's leading soil scientists have come here to try and figure out why this is how it is, and no one knows. A local guide once came here and found 60 people from Bucharest all trying to open a gateway to another dimension, as you do. In 1968, Emil Barnier, who was a military technician, took a photo of what he claimed to be a UFO hovering above this clearing. What's unusual about this story is that he had nothing to gain from taking this photo and claiming that he saw a UFO. In fact, he had everything to lose. The communist government at the time had no interest in paranormal stories, and anyone who made such claims were considered to be insane. Emil was removed from his post and lost his job, and it was impossible for him to get a job anywhere else. It's very bizarre, because while I've been walking through the forest, I've had data the whole way, and as soon as I've stepped in here, my data stopped working. Listen how quiet it is in the world's creepiest forest. I've just stepped literally a couple of meters outside the clearing and my data's come back. Well, I'm leaving the world's creepiest forest now. I'm going out a different way, and it's about an hour and a half walk back to my hostel, which is somewhere amongst all that lot. And down here there's loads of horses. I think I need to follow this road all the way around, and I hope I can go that way. I don't have to start going back uphill again, but who knows? Nothing makes sense in the world's creepiest forest. And there we are. It looks like, despite all the dangers, that I survived the world's creepiest forest. So it wasn't that scary, really. God, what's that? Oh no, Jesus Christ!